What up, it's Dane. In this video I'm going to be telling you how skinny guys can get ripped, right? These are just quick, easy, proven methods that you can actually implement today, practical steps. So let's get straight into the deep information, right? So what I'm thinking is, when you want to get ripped for a skinny guy, you either ripped already, because if you're skinny you probably have a low body fat percentage, or if you're skinny and you just have an average body fat percentage, then you're in a bad place, right? So you want to get ripped and you want to build muscle. So build muscle and burn fat at the same time. I think that's what you really want. So first of all, what I need to say is that you can do this, right? A skinny guy can do this. And when I talk about a skinny guy, I'm talking about beginners, right? So you won't be like intermediate to advanced person if you're still skinny. It doesn't make sense. So for beginners, it is possible to gain muscle and burn fat at the same time. Woo, potential right there, right? You got a lot of potential. Whereas someone that's been training for 3 to 4 years, even more than 1 year, they can't really gain muscle and burn fat at the same time. Here's the key word: optimally, if that's even a word. So they need to pick either calorie surplus, a positive energy balance, meaning they'll gain some fat, or deficit, meaning they'll probably lose a little bit of muscle and they'll lose a lot of fat. So they've got to pick one, but for you, you need to pick all of them. You've got the most potential, right? So what you can do is you can eat in a calorie surplus and still lose some weight, right? So this is real important. Typically, some people, I actually recommend real skinny people to eat in a calorie surplus of 2,000 calories. So what's a calorie surplus? A calorie surplus is a positive energy balance. To get this, do 15 times your body weight in pounds. That's, once you have that number, that's your calorie maintenance, how many calories you need per day to sustain everything, homeostasis. And once you have that number plus 2,000, right, this will give you the quickest weight gain slash muscle gain. However, if you maybe plus 1,000, not as quick, but maybe you'll limit the fat gain a little bit. However, research has actually shown people that plus 2,000, like real skinny people, they actually gain way more fat-free mass. Fat-free mass is basically muscle mass. There are like glycogen, stuff like this, a lot more other things, but fat-free mass is predominantly muscle mass, and well, that's what people think it is anyway. And then you get fat mass, right? So they gain a lot of fat-free mass compared to fat mass. So just keep that in mind. It is possible to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. So how do you get ripped, right? So let's face it, we're not really going to get ripped like 10% body fat, maybe lower, if we do this kind of style. So once we put a lot of muscle, and remember, as a beginner, as a skinny guy, you won't be actually gaining that much fat, so keep that in mind. And as a beginner, you have so much potential to gain so much muscle. Like, you can gain 24 pounds of muscle in 1 year, man, and that might not even seem a lot to you, but trust me, you'll see the difference in the mirror big time. Think about it, and especially in the first 3 months, right, you can pack on a lot of that as well, so keep that in mind. Now, in order to get ripped, that's the main aim of the video. So if you've been watching it to this point, hit the subscribe button down below, because you obviously like me, want to get more notifications. Share this video with your friends. But anyway, let me provide more value for you, right? So how to get ripped. Now that we built a foundation, the big house, the foundation, so it doesn't fall over, now we need to step back and cut that fat. And this is also important for people to know, that fat loss is so much easier and so much quicker than muscle gain. Muscle gain takes years. Fat gain, or not fat gain, fat loss takes weeks, right? Weeks. So in order to lose that fat and get ripped, get to about 10% body fat, here is what you need. You need to be eating in a calorie deficit, which is, remember, 15 times your body weight. That's your maintenance. That's really what we don't really need. We don't ever really want to be in a calorie maintenance when we're a skinny guy. It just doesn't make sense. So once we have that, minus 500, right? But you only do this stage, once you put on a lot of fat, or however, where you don't get comfortable and you lose the weight. So only do the stage then you minus about 500, right? This time you can minus 1,000, but it's going to be like a crash diet, meaning you won't be able to sustain it for a long period of time, and your hormones levels will drop, your gym performance will drop as well. So minus 500, that's a good indicator, and that will get you ripped basically. Or indicator, what was I talking about? A good measurement, whatever word you want to use for that. But anyway, this video was basically how a skinny guy can basically build muscle, lose fat at the same time, and then get even ripped there, because that's not a word. So anyway, if you like my style, subscribe down below, leave a comment, like the video, share it with your friends, family, aunts, cousins, whoever. Stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.